Welcome back to Africa 54. We're going to take a look at our business news now. And fintech has rapidly been adopted across the continent, but there is still a tremendous amount of growth potential in Africa. With more details on this technology and where the opportunities still exist is Jill Malandrino, our business correspondent in New York. Jill, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit more about this.
First, let's explore what fintech actually is, because it's a mainstream term that's thrown around a lot in the world of business reporting. Fintech is an economic industry composed of companies that use the technology to make services more efficient. So, according to Wharton Fintech, there are three major things in finance that fintech does. The first, it lowers traditional rates and charges incurred on transaction. It simplifies payment processes, removing the friction involved. And the third, it provides needed information to aid users to make informed decisions.
But Jill, doesn't the low level of banking and financial infrastructure leave a lot to be desired in finance, though?
That's exactly why fintech is all the more important in Africa. Let's take a look at Nigeria, the largest economy, for example. The transfer and purchasing sections of fintech are growing with startup companies like QuickTeller, Pega, Paystack, SimplePay, and VoguePay. And while tracking spending and lending are making headway, tech companies have not gotten in the mindset of the average Nigerian, so the potential still exists. And this type of situation exists when any major technology shift takes place, regardless if it's a developed country or not. Unlike other more developed countries where the financial structure is solid, Nigerian fintech can complement gaps that poor banking structure leaves.
Jill, can you give us an example of where fintech really is disrupting traditional banking?
Safaricom, probably one of the most well-known African companies, announced earning results this week that surpassed expectations by 38%. In fact, the market cap of the company is bigger than the economies of Burundi, Lesotho, and Swaziland. But here's the most impressive stat. M-Pesa, the money transfer service of Safaricom, represents 20% of total revenue. The company is also seeking to diversify the platform with services such as M-Shwari in collaboration with the Commercial Bank of Africa. Now, according to the Central Bank of Kenya, mobile money contributes nearly 67% of the national payment systems. That's a staggering amount and clearly shows there's plenty of potential for more fintech growth.
Wow, that's interesting. Jill Malandrino, Africa 54's business correspondent, speaking to us from New York. Thank you so very much for joining us.